What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to be a really juicy one because I have a ton of things that I need to go ahead and discuss with you guys regarding Modern Warfare 3. A lot of new information has come out, and again, some people will consider this stuff good, others will consider it bad, but in my personal opinion, as you guys already know, it's just going to further prove the point that Modern Warfare 3 is indeed DLC, and obviously, if Activision handled it accordingly, first and foremost, their trailer wouldn't be getting completely dislike bombed. And secondly, I guarantee the community would be a lot more accepting of this overall project. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep into the topic of today's video, if you do enjoy what you hear today and want to hear some more stuff revolving around Call of Duty X Defiant, things like commentaries, rants, live gameplay comparisons, all that good stuff, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button. We do post every single day at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And last but not least, if you guys want a little extra content besides, videos that you see here on YouTube, I do live stream every day besides Sundays over on Kick. So today we won't be live, but on Monday we will be back at around 12 to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We do open lobbies, and, we just have great vibes over there overall. So, of course, if you guys want to check that out, the link to that channel is down in the description of this video. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I do want to go ahead and start off this video with this topic really quick before we get into the, the real deep details on what's going on with Modern Warfare 3. But there have been some rumors going around that Modern Warfare 3 will not be on last gen. Now, Charlie Intel did indeed the other day come out and confirm, addressing the rumors saying that last gen will indeed be, available for Modern Warfare 3. But I do want to hear what you guys' opinions are down in the comment section on last gen consoles still being supported. Do you guys think it's, getting to be a bit too much and they should start focusing only on our current gen so games could, release at a better form? Or do you think it's good that they keep, obviously last gen trickling along here, allowing people to, enjoy the games? My personal opinion, I don't really want to give my personal opinion because I don't think I can give one. I'm a little biased because I know a lot of people who are still on last gen. So obviously I'm going to say that they should make it for last gen, but I do want some good unbiased opinions, people out there, on what you guys think is the best way of going about stuff. I'll be honest, it does seem that Call of Duty can push along while still supporting last gen year in, year out. They always do. But then we get stuff like, back in the day, like Black Ops 3, for example, where it's drastically different, the last gen version compared to the next gen. And yes, technology has improved from BO3 to current date, but I'm starting to think that, as time goes on, last gen just won't be good. They're going to support it, they're going to get money out of it, but, at a certain point, it's just going to play like absolute garbage, and they're going to try to milk every last dollar out of you, knowing that they're going to be finessing you. So part of me thinks that at a certain point they should just completely strip it and just go current gen. But at the same time, I don't want people who, have a lot more priorities in their life than, trying to cough up extra money to go ahead and get a new console to, have to suffer and not be able to play Call of Duty, one of the most simplest, formed games out there. It's not like Battlefield where you have tons of destruction and tons of, it's COD, it's 6v6 COD, it's very easy to run. So, again, I want to know what you guys' opinions are down in the comment section. But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, let's get into the real topic of today's video, and that is Modern Warfare 3. We're going to be discussing the brand new game, and also things that are going on behind the scenes, and confirmation that, yes, indeed, this game is just simply DLC, and Activision is going to be upcharging everybody $70 for it. As you can see right here from Sean over on Twitter, he went ahead and said, "The call was hilarious. Hashtag Modern Warfare 3. Basically, he told us they change everything back what Modern Warfare 2 effed up." Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know already, a lot of content creators, as usual, got on a phone call behind the scenes with Sledgehammer, and they got to be able to, hear a little something about this game. What the overall vision is with the game, I'm assuming, what they did with the game, and what they want to do with the future of the game. And yes, as you saw in this tweet, that's the main focus of Modern Warfare 3. Like I said in my videos before, if you guys haven't checked out my other videos, make sure you go ahead and do so. But my other videos, I say this time and time again, this game isn't going to have any love or passion behind it. And I'm not going to get into a deep commentary about it because, that's not what this video is all about, but it's true. It's not like they made this game from the ground up. This game isn't their baby. They don't have any passion for it. It's literally Modern Warfare 2, 2.0, and it's fixed up, and they changed everything that the community wanted. That's all this game is. Nothing more, nothing less. DLC that had to turn into a full game with less than a year of work to, be put in. And I gotta ask you, Activision, how stupid do you truthfully think the whole overall Call of Duty community is? Like I've been saying, again, if you watched my previous video, you know that the dislikes on their most recent trailer are just through the roof. We're probably going to be hitting Infinite Warfare numbers at this point, where the trailer is just getting absolutely dislike bombed because people aren't going to support this because they know what the game is. You can try to phrase it any way you want. You could say it's the next generation of game. You could say this game is completely revamped and it has completely stuffed with content, whatever you want, but the community knows what this title is. I'm going to say it right now. If you want the support of your community, if you want the Call of Duty fans to buy Modern Warfare 3, love Modern Warfare 3, invest into Modern Warfare 3, you have to charge it as DLC. It's the only way. Because I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be because the game is bad, because we all know the game isn't going to be as bad as Modern Warfare 2, because it's literally Modern Warfare 2 with all the fixes we wanted, so we know it's going to be a better game. We have that understanding now, but you can't sell the game off of that anymore. You cannot sell the game off of that. The only way this game is going to sell is if you dump down the price. Funny enough, actually, I saw a tweet by Evan Fox saying Modern Warfare 3 is AUD $54.95 on the Steam store, which for anybody who doesn't know is $36 USD. Is this a placeholder? And then he went ahead and tagged a bunch of the leakers and stuff of that sort. And also showcased proof, because I was a little skeptical about this, but yes, he showcased photo evidence here. As you can see, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for $54.95. Again, this is, AU and blah, blah, blah. If you want USD, that's $36 to $40. So your typical DLC price point for a AAA project like this, and that's going to be packed with content. That's what I was expecting this game to be, $40. That's logical, right? That's completely logical. And he also went ahead and actually recorded his computer screen, because again, people were still saying it's, a little sus. So he went ahead, recorded his computer screen, actually physically typed in Modern Warfare 3, pulled it up, and showed the price tag. And it was exactly that. That is how you would be able to sell this game, Activision. And I know a ton of people in the comment section are going to say, oh, well, why are you complaining? It's going to be $40. It says it right there. Do you really think this price point is going to stay? Do you really truthfully think this price point is going to stay? No. This game is going to be bumped up to $70. Whether you like it or not, they're charging it as a full-fledged out project. They are advertising it as a full release, a full project here. That, typically would take 4+ years probably of development time, but instead they had less than a year. They might have had a little bit more to, make the DLC campaign. I'm going to say it again, this is how the game went down. They were making DLC for the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, and last second, Activision said, you have to make a full game in less than a year. So now they had to put together multiplayer. They had to go ahead and put together zombies, or zombies mode. They had to go ahead and put in tons of new multiplayer content. They had to go ahead and add in new maps, new weapon. Really, it's disrespect to the community. But again, at a $40 price tag, I wouldn't be complaining. To be honest, I would buy it. If it was $40, I would be openly willing to buy it. And on this channel, I would openly tell other people that it would be indeed a good investment. But since they're charging it as a full-fledged out game and they're trying to, basically clickbait the community, I'm putting my foot down still. It's not happening. But Activision, that's what you need to do. I'm just putting it out there. I know my voice means nothing. They won't even see this video. This video is completely irrelevant. But it's the truth. If you want the community to back you up on this game, if you want the community to support Modern Warfare 3, you got to lower the price and treat it as, an expansion upon Modern Warfare, 2. You don't even have to treat it as DLC, because I guess DLC could be charged, people will probably think of DLC and say, oh, $20. It's more of an expansion upon Modern Warfare 2, which a $40 price tag would be completely reasonable. Completely reasonable. But Activision is going to basically charge you $70 for a game that's identical to Modern Warfare 2. They didn't have to change the engine. They didn't have to change anything. All they had to do was just change the movement, bring back perks, and add in more content. And they're charging you $70 for that. That takes no effort compared to having to build a game up from the ground up. What they're doing right here is nowhere in comparison to, like something that Treyarch is doing for 2024, where they have 4+ years of development time that they have to, go ahead and build a game from the ground up, make sure it's unique, have its own identity, make sure it's a Treyarch, This is a completely different realm, and they're charging it $70 still. But ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much sums up this video. I just thought it was really funny to see that the developers, Sledgehammer, even they are acknowledging the fact that this game is literally Modern Warfare 2 just with the fixes that the community wanted. And when the developers are coming out and saying that, that we have a problem here. And that, yes, indeed, it's DLC. And, for anybody that's trying to tell you otherwise, anybody that's trying to say this is no. It's literally Modern Warfare 2 2.0. Expect nothing more and nothing less. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. As always, make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed it. Dislike, obviously, if you hated it. Don't forget, subscribe and hit that bell because we do post every single day here at 8 in the morning. Stuff like Call of Duty, X-Defiant. We even dabble in other games like Battlefield and other shooters. So if you guys are interested in that stuff, subscribe and hit that bell. And as always, last but not least, we do stream over on Kick every day besides Sundays at 12 to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You guys can find the link to that channel down in the description of this video. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for tuning in. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.